Dropped tikka masala at the store that shattered. Embarrassing and also looks like I violently shit myself. Opened the door to my blue bat nesting box to check on the growth of the baby birds and found this snake inside. All the birds were eaten. This is what happens when you don't pat the load and say she ain't going nowhere. I know this bag looks empty, but it's actually filled with a love. Cologne bottle slipped. Finished my smoothie from Panera and found a bolt at the bottom. I forgot I was cooking rice and it burned. I've been scrubbing for an hour and it won't clean. My parents are gonna kill me. Someone locked their bike to my bike and now I can't use it. My dog after only 5 minutes in the woods. 12 yards of super soil delivered for the gardens. Found this in the second wheelbarrow. So much for changing the battery. Not quite how I wanted my morning to start. I'm a janitor in high school. Kids are dumb. Was almost finished with my salad when I realized there was a dead ducking bug in it. You gave me herpes carved into the door of an apartment on my floor. Hubby unemployed for 9 months. Finally landed a job that's not temp or a contract gig. 5 minutes after clocking in, he trips on some carpet and breaks his leg. Pizza place defaults to no cheese, no sauce on DoorDash. I didn't check the boxes to add them. Woman used 1.5 gallons of wiper fluid instead of oil. My girlfriend ripped my painting. Someone crashed into our wall and drove off last night. At airport parking this morning. Fresh refurb at the pub I work at and someone decided to write a review of the paint job. You didn't sand or undercoat these doors. When you're enjoying a bit to eat and end up frantically googling about cordyceps. Forgot I was heating oil for french fries. Ordered fried pickles as an appetizer. I got 1 pickle cut into 4, cost me $10. I knew I had saved some pizza for later somewhere. I was so tired this morning I brewed water. Happy Monday. Used a bit too much wood glue to secure the hook to the door. Came back to it dried like this. Today is the first meetup of my son's toddler group we are hosting, and out of 8 mothers 7 cancelled, like half an hour before it would start. My wife just sent me this picture. Dog decided to bust through my bedroom door like a Kool-Aid man while I was at work. My wife said she heard a noise in the laundry room. Charger prong stuck in the plug. Can I just grab it and pull it out? I'm allergic to cats and slept on a cat blanket. My barbecue food truck burned down last month. ATM turned off after taking my deposit and did not show up on my account. New neighbors moved in front of us. They keep these lights on all the time. This is our bedroom windows and the view from our bed at 2 AM. Do you want to see what God did to me today? Hired a local contractor to fix a leak under my kitchen sink a few years ago. I never inspected his work. Installing a dishwasher today and this is how he repaired it. Bought a $44 handmade ceramic mug. It cracks as I pour in my first cup of tea. Over the last 3 agonizing weeks, my gum has been ejecting this shard of my jawbone from my wisdom tooth extraction 15 years ago. It finally came out today, 15/64" drill bit for scale. Second picture is a close-up. My neighbor has weeds in his fake grass. That's not what I wanted to fall from the cabinet. I ordered this ottoman for my wife. Should have double checked the dimensions. Blizzard blew the man door on my garage open yesterday. Installed a lovely sunlight in my new bathroom without realizing it would perfectly frame that horrid tower. So I got robbed after coming back from a 12.5-hour shift. Awesome. Looks like my neighbor made some mistakes. That last turn, before I arrived with the chili. Nobody told me there was no floor support in an attic. After ripping out my front door, I learned there are different sizes for doors. My beer didn't come with a tab. Overnight coworker sent me this last night. My bathroom's vanity drawer slid open by itself and is now blocking the only way into the bathroom. I can only open the door about 1 centimeter. Something tells me the salad I bought last night isn't safe to eat. Asked for a fade and got this. I'm a terrible baker, but I wanted to surprise my wife with a fresh loaf of bread. Everything was looking great until I cut into it. Went for a regular 3-mile, 5,000 run. About a mile in, I went to take my next stride and my leg snapped. Opened this door while helping a relative today. Salmon stuck to my new $200 non-stick pan. Just getting ready to cook Valentine's Day dinner and opened a block of cheese I bought today. Apparently I turned on the wrong burner. Aquadom aquarium in Berlin broke. Well, it now makes sense why I'm always extremely uncomfortable, everywhere, all the time. Someone tried stealing my car last night. New highly anticipated Taco John's opened yesterday, caught on fire today. My coworker left his phone under the industrial paper cutter. Hopefully you're having a better day than I am. Took my new Subaru off-road, got stuck in the mud miles from the road. Left my bathroom window open for 3 weeks whilst I was away and a bird laid a nest in my sink. My bed for Christmas and the last 3.5 days stranded at airport. In the emergency room for a kidney stone for the second time in my life. I'm only 17. Wife and I went to Mexico for our honeymoon. I had the idea of buying a bottle of tequila and drinking a shot every anniversary. It broke on the way home. I told my stepson 20 times do not drive my car. My lease is up. I got a buyer and I will make some good money off the deal. No accidents, under mileage, no stains on inside and not a scratch on the exterior. He crashed it twice on the same day, a mile from the house and 200 yards apart from each crash. Knocked a bottle over and it landed perfectly upside down without the cap. How do I pick it up now without spilling everything, lol? Been stuck on a train for 12 hours, alone, due to weather. The worst possible photo your drone can take. Booked a hotel room in July for a big convention starting today. Arrived at the hotel and was told, don't have a room for us. I'm also the guest of the day. My giant jawbreaker was hollow in the center. I broke both my feet last night. Just broke the sugar dish that's been in my family for 4 generations. My 2-week-old septic tank floated from the first big rain. I had a cystic pimple on my forehead that swelled up pretty good. Then the swelling migrated down and now I look like an anemorph. Got scammed for all the money in my bank account. $2.04 available balance. My wife got bitten by bed bugs in hotel. My stress ball exploded. Imagine working a 10-hour shift, going home excited to cook dinner, just to find your roommate has done duck all the entire day. Tried CrossFit for the first time, literally the first day I went, and ended up with rhabdomyolysis. Dined out with my girlfriend of 6 years and the napkins came with an ad for mental health. She thought couples therapy might be a good idea, I disagreed. Result: a crazy argument and a breakup right there at the table. Talk about it in therapy. Just finished chopping 2 years worth of firewood, just for the barn I was storing the firewood in to burn down. One of my drunk friends burnt me with a lighter last night. My stress reliever thingy could not handle it. This is why I don't cook. I couldn't figure out why my cheese wasn't melting. Bought an antique cake pan, thought I should test for lead before using it. My son had never been to a mall and kept saying he wanted to see one. I finally decided to take him. New measuring cup. All the ink came off in the first wash. Mom broke her tooth after biting a Starbucks sandwich. Turns out there was a bone in the sandwich. Couldn't get out of my driveway this morning. I had the car towed and now my neighbor is pissed. I mean, you can't really park like this on accident. She either drove home hammered drunk or just didn't care. Sucks to suck. Right before I left the trampoline park, I put back on my blue shoes. It wasn't until I got home I realized I didn't wear my blue shoes to the trampoline park. When getting dressed in the dark, only to look down upon getting to work. In Chicago for work, paying $65 a night for parking, wake up ready to go to work, all my equipment is gone. Friend was served this burger last night. Waitress physically recoiled when we showed her. I'm not a burger expert, but that seems a little too pink. Went to my first car meet as a mum, and also since spending hours wrapping my car, only for a girl to come up to it, laugh and take photos of all the bad spots on my wrap where I messed up. She thought I wasn't the owner because I had a pram. Halfway from California to Texas, my passenger side window of my Tesla randomly shattered in sub-freezing temperature. In my defense, I'm really high. How does one forget their cane? They didn't have my name. Dear Lassane Thief, just for your information, it was a gift from a friend because my mum died this week. Happy New Year. Shitty neighbors just ditched their doggo at our house and moved. Sadly we can't keep it. Well, that sucks. Accidentally let my shorts touch the floor for 2 seconds in the airport bathroom. Right lads, remember to lift with your legs, not your backs. Wonder Goose Productions Incorporated 8. Why are men good at cooking? Because they can keep a woman's belly full for 9 months off of a sausage and some eggs.